So Samsung's Fold new generation is here and it's as you expect them to be and nothing more. Let's talk about it. Samsung, in my idea, kind of rushed into the folding game because of the innovation competition with Huawei at that time. But US sanctions around Huawei made sudden gap in the folding game. If you somehow are a millionaire and watching this video and don't understand why it does not make sense for people to buy a $2,000 fragile smartphone that will break in normal use less than a year or two, I want to say thank you for watching this video. But anyhow, this phone with this amount of R&D that took to make cost a lot to produce, and also it comes with a great risk. A risk that we saw how went wrong with Fold Gen 1 when every reviewer started to pull off what seems to be a screen protector, but it was essential for the phone, and Samsung quickly called back all those devices, and these sort of bad publicities cost money. Also, they first said Fold 1 sold 1 million units and quickly they corrected it to 500,000. Compare that to Galaxy S10. That comes out at the same time with 37 million units, and Fold Gen 2 only sold 3 million units. I'm not saying these numbers are low, but they are not something that you can capitalize on. As we discussed in another video, the real price of smartphones, that phones with marketing and other parts cost a lot more than just components, and add that to how much they had to spend on R&D, then we can almost certainly say that the Folds are losing plenty of money, but there is not Huawei to compete with. But that's not correct. Recently Xiaomi passed Samsung and became the first in phone market share, and with their smart marketing movement that Mr. Who's the Boss says perfectly on his video, link in the description, they feel the need to continue the folding game to have an advantage over Xiaomi. And that brings us to this day with Fold Gen 3. Yes, this one changed a lot from the first one, but not a lot different. They fixed the big problems and upgraded the CPU and screen, yes. And also they did add under-screen camera, but we'll talk about it later on this video. But the reason that, for example, the material on the display didn't change as much, or the crease is still there, or the fold factor is the same, is what we talked about before. They spent too much money on the R&D for the first gen that they need to make back. Considering that they are way ahead in folding market, they can chill and cash in some of the money that they lost from Gen 1. You should know that these companies are massive and they have a lot of investors, and they do not like losing money at all in any circumstances. But this will not be like that for long. It's cost so much to introduce people to the concept of folding phone, and Samsung is kind of alone now. So spending that much money on the market that until right now didn't prove itself is stupid. What they are waiting for is that other companies start to come to this market and the price of the advertising kind of split out. Until other companies reach Samsung, they did make their first R&D money back, and they fixed every little problem, and they also made the perfect software for the device. And now it's time for the under-screen camera. They did such a great move for the enthusiasts and for themselves. After a while that we saw a small brand put this feature on their mid-range phones, suddenly a big brand like Samsung putting this on their flagship moved the ship a lot faster. Did you see what I did with the sheet? This phone is perfect option for this feature because only enthusiasts buy this phone, and they are exact that kind of person for the under-screen camera with low quality and to talk about it a lot. So other people want one until the tech is good enough for the main phone and we remember Samsung with this tech. Thanks a lot for watching us until the end. If you like this video, leave a like. If you don't, press dislike, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.